Hi there, I'm Jenny and I'm the founder of Your Life Rocks, and this is the place for working Christian moms to get tips and inspiration to create more balance in your life. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you hit subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos, and stick around to the end and I will recommend some more videos that will help you as you work to create more goals for more balance in 2021. I am so excited for you to join me today for our virtual workshop all about helping you create a clear vision and clear goals going into the new year. Everything that we mention in today's workshop you will find linked down below, and if you have questions about any step in the process, make sure you put those in the comment section and I will be sure to answer you and help you out in any way that I can. All right, are you ready to get started? Grab your notebook and let's go. Welcome to your virtual goal setting workshop. I am so glad that you're here for this. With the new year right around the corner, this workshop will help you gain clarity on goals to set to help you create balance, but we are actually going to take it a step further. We're going to help you overcome the common pitfalls that keep you from reaching your goals and help you create a framework for success. Ready? Let's get started. Okay, now because you're here, you're probably someone who is eager or at least a little bit excited about setting goals for the new year. Maybe it's not as exciting as it's been in years past for you. Maybe it just feels like it's more of a routine or a habit or even an expectation to set goals because we're going into a new year. But there might be the small voice in the back of your head that feels a little bit skeptical, a little bit anxious even about setting goals because, well, we're just coming off of a really weird year where we might have set goals and intentions and then the world got flipped upside down on its head and it was really hard to make plans. It was really hard to stay focused and set goals and really make some traction in your life. But one thing that I learned throughout 2020 was that when we talk about setting goals, it's really an internal job and has very little to do with the things that are going on externally to us. Now, this is a little bit different than we might always think because we think about goals and we think about how we can really affect the world around us or even set up an environment of success around us. But it really is an inside job. So if you have even the smallest skepticism, even the smallest doubt about setting goals for 2021, let me give you 3 reasons why it's important to do so. Number 1 reason to set a goal is because to set a goal is really to be praying for something. When we set goals with God in mind, we are presenting the desires of our hearts to Him. The Bible tells us to pray about everything and to pray without ceasing. Never stop praying. So why would we stop setting goals? Why would we stop hoping in something different for ourselves? When we can set a goal, we can pray about that and bring it before the Lord. Number 2, goals give us direction. Life is not stagnant. We are always moving. And if we don't set the course, set the direction that we want to be moving in, we could be faced in the opposite direction in which we want to go. And you don't want to look up someday and be like, how in the world did I even get here? And number 3, goals set a good example to those around us. Think about your kids, maybe your team at work or just other people around you. You want them wanting to improve, right? You want them to be able to look for something that they want to move towards in their life and do the actions required to get there. That's where they are going to experience growth. So if you want other people to take that path, then you need to have that personal responsibility to lead by example, set a goal, and do what is necessary in order to reach it. Set a good example. Okay, let me take some pressure off of you. When we're talking about goal setting, and every time we talk about goal setting at Your Life Rocks, we are talking about just 90 days. 90-day goals, not annual goals. Things can change a lot over 12 months. In fact, we change as people a lot over 12 months. It's hard to set a goal that you're going to work towards and focus on for 365 days. It's just too much. But in contrast, by taking 90 days at a time and breaking up the year into 3-month increments, it's way more doable. We can more easily focus on something for a shorter period of time, and 3 months or 12 weeks is also a long enough period of time that you can really make progress towards your goals. Just think, you could be closer to where you want to be by the end of March. So, where do you want to go in the next 90 days? Now, before we set goals, we need to create a vision. Now, I recommend creating a bigger vision for your life, bigger like 5 to 10 years from now. But for the sake of the goals for the next 3 months, think about these 2 steps. Step number 1, let's try to build a destination that can be summed up in a couple of words. Now, these words are going to be like your compass words. Think back to a time when you felt your best and most confident, when you felt truly in balance. When was that? What contributed to that? And if you could sum up what you felt or what that time represented, what words would that be? Now, you can also use your values or the things that matter most to you as your guiding words to help you craft your goal. And if you really struggle with this, try this exercise. I want you to list out all of the things that you don't want to feel that way anymore or experience anymore. Sometimes it's easier to identify how we don't want to feel versus how we want to be. Then we can use the opposite of those words for the direction that we want to go in. Step number 2, let's get really practical with our vision. Think about 90 days out. What's the date? What is the weather like around that time? Are there any special events going on for your family or at work? This will help you identify real goals that will help you combine the compass words that you picked and the real world around you. Now that we have the vision and your compass words, we're ready to start setting goals. Pause the video here if you need a little bit more time. Ready? Okay. Let me tell you a secret about setting goals. People will tell you that you can't focus on more than one goal at a time, but that's just not the case. You just need the right system in order to do it. I mean, as long as your goals don't contradict each other and you're not trying to overhaul every area of your life at a time, then you should be able to set goals and achieve them in all 8 areas of life. We break this down into 2 different types of goals. In a 90-day period, you're going to choose one lifestyle goal and seeds of faith goals, and together they promote balance in your life. Now, a lifestyle goal is a bigger goal like changing jobs, going back to school, homeschooling your kids, losing 20 pounds or more, moving. You get the idea. A seed of faith goal is a smaller goal that you set in each area of your life to move closer to your vision in a small way. And inside the Life Balance Method, I teach you how to set those goals in a way that supports your lifestyle goal. Here's an example. If your lifestyle goal is to lose 20 pounds, you might have a seed of faith goal in your friends or fun category to start working out with a friend. You'll want to set the smaller goals for each area of your life, and those are your faith, marriage, parenting, health, home, finances, career, and friends and fun. If your lifestyle goal fits into one of those areas, you do not need to set another goal in that particular area. Now, there are several keys to success when it comes to actually achieving the goals that you set. Of course, it starts with setting good goals, but there are things that often get in our way, pitfalls, if you will, that keep us from being successful. Here are the 3 things that I've noticed from our past Life Balance members. Number 1, you try to achieve too much in a 90-day period of time. You can do a lot in 90 days, but sometimes we try to change the world in every area of our life, and not only do we get overwhelmed, there's just not enough hours in the day. Number 2, and this is a big one, we often don't actually want the goal that we set. It sounds good, we should want it, but deep down, we just don't. And so we'll do things to maybe sabotage ourselves or keep us from achieving that goal. And number 3, we don't have the systems necessary to carry it out. We can set goals, we can dream about them, but doing the actions necessary and changing the habits, that's a little bit harder to do. So let's break down each of these 3 pitfalls so that you can overcome them and they're not going to get in your way this time around. Okay, first of all, we are all guilty of this in one way, shape, form, or another. So don't be too hard on yourself. I mean, when we start to create a vision for where we want our life to go, we want to get there as fast as possible. So why not set, really ambitious goals in all areas of our life? Because we were built to do hard things. We can do hard things until we can't. You have to remember that these things that you're going to do, these goals that you're setting, are going to require actions. And when you think about your day that you already are living, it is already pretty packed full. Now, a lot of the things that you can do that are going to help you to reach these goals are things that are going to be part of your every single day. They're about creating new habits or changing some things that you have been doing to slightly different things to help you get to where you want to go. And inside the Life Balance Method, we teach you those systems for all 8 areas of life to make it super simple. But even though we make it super simple, if you are trying to change the world in your finances, in your marriage, in your career, in your health, all of the areas of life, it's going to be too much. And it might sound good in the beginning. You might be able to pep yourself up for it, but you're going to get tired. And when you get tired, you're going to revert back to your old habits. And when that happens, then you're not making any progress forward, and we can start to beat ourselves up thinking, why am I not doing enough? Well, it's because you are doing enough. You're already doing more than you can handle, and we need to give ourselves a little bit of a break. We need to set ourselves up for success by setting goals that are, I don't want to say easy to achieve, but aren't difficult to achieve. There are things that all kind of work together, or things that you can achieve with the smallest little tweak, the change of one little habit. Some examples of some of these more realistic 90-day goals versus trying to achieve too much type of goals. Let's take, for example, your career. A 90-day goal might be that you want to completely change careers, like find a new job and start into it. Now, that is a goal that is a big thing to achieve. Now, that can still be your goal if that's your lifestyle goal, but if your lifestyle goal is also that you plan on moving, or there's something big going on with your kids, or you really want to take charge over your health, then maybe it's not the time to also be taking charge over your career. Maybe a good 90-day goal for you is to update your resume and start putting yourself out there. That is a more realistic goal that you can work into everything else that you already have going and be able to accomplish it in 90 days. One of the things that's really important to remember is 90 days is just 90 days. The great thing is at the end of that 12-week period, you start a new 12-week period. And when you've already accomplished one goal, then you can move on to the next one. And before you know it, you'll look up and your vision will be starting to come into reality. If you find yourself setting the same goal over and over and over again and still not achieving it, you really have to be honest with yourself and look at your own actions to see if maybe you have been sabotaging yourself. Are you not doing the actions that you know will bring you success? Now, this is a hard question to ask ourselves and even harder to answer, but the truth is, sometimes we set goals because they seem like the right goal to set, or there's a part of us that really do want to have that goal come into fruition. Now, recently I was reading a book called The 12-Week Year, which is very similar to things that we talk about here at Your Life Rocks, but it is a little bit more career focused. And one of the things that they talked about in there is that there is a 90-10 rule, where if you have a goal, yet you're not living into that goal, it's most likely because only 10% of you is actually committed to achieving that goal. The other 90% of you is committed to doing things that are different than that goal. For example, if you have a goal of wanting to lose weight and you never seem to hit it, it could be because you might value more comfort food or value being in your warm bed and getting sleep versus getting up and doing the exercises or the workouts that you told yourself you were going to do. And if this is a trap that you find yourself in, maybe you need to set a new goal. Maybe you need to set a goal in a different way than you have before. You know, recently in this last 90-day period of the prior year, 2020, I was able to lose 20 pounds. Now, this is the same 20 pounds I was trying to lose the previous 90-day period and the previous 90-day period and the previous 90-day period. And the thing that made it different for me was I approached it differently. Meaning I didn't approach it as I want to lose 20 pounds. I approached it as in I'm going to do this particular thing for a particular period of time and see what results I get. It was a different way of approaching the same goal, and I was able to achieve it. Now, knowing the right path for you out of this is going to be a little bit difficult because you're going to have to ask yourself some hard questions and figure out the right path forward for yourself. And last but certainly not least is not having a system that promotes success. And when you don't have that, you are really letting those old habits win. Now, this is a big one here because when we're talking about setting goals in all 8 areas of life, we're really talking about setting yourself up for a life that promotes balance. And when we talk about balance here at Your Life Rocks, we are talking about putting God first, we're talking about living in community, and we're talking about following the systems. Systems are so important for every area of your life. And sometimes when we talk about systems, it might seem like it's very overwhelming, but really we're talking about having the right habits in place. Things that you're doing every single day, every single week, every single month, quarter, you get the idea. Now, once you have these systems in place and it becomes a habit to execute against them, everything becomes so much easier. And that is exactly what we teach here at Your Life Rocks through the podcast, through our YouTube channel, and through all of our programs that we offer are exactly that, the systems for success. So as you move forward with the goals that you have set for yourself, it's important that you look at the systems that you have and how they are either supporting your success or keeping you right where you are. Now let's take a closer look on how to create these systems for yourself. For years, the Life Balance System has helped working moms balance all that life has for them with daily and weekly actions with focus and emphasis on moving mountains to reach your goals. Inside the Life Balance Method, I have broken down the full Life Balance System into weekly lessons that help you not just learn the systems, but apply them to your life so you can reach your goals. Each week, we will focus on different areas of life and the goal that you've set for that particular area. This allows us not to just apply the Life Balance System to those areas of life, but to learn systems and skills to help you organize your finances, keep up with your home, develop as a leader at work, and shift your perspective in your marriage. We're focused on actions to build good habits and your mindset to help you finish strong. Mixed in with the weeks that focus on different areas of your life are weeks that focus on making a push for your lifestyle goal. This allows you to slowly build good habit on top of good habit for lasting results without the overwhelm of doing too much at a time. The Life Balance Method includes a full 12-week of lessons plus 2 bonus lessons. There's a lesson on helping you set up for success before you begin the program and another more comprehensive lesson on goal setting. Plus, included in your program is 3 months access to Life Balance membership. This includes more courses, resources for all 8 areas of life to help you reach your goals, a private community, and a member-exclusive podcast. And to help you live out the systems that you are learning, I'm sending you a 90-day Life Balance Planner. This is a physical planner, and there are 2 styles to choose from. One is spiral-bound notebook, and the other is designed to go into a junior-sized disc-style notebook. I'll include a video walkthrough of the planner so you can see it for yourself. The entire program is less than $100, and the best part is, once you've completed the 12-week program, then you have the skills and the know-how to repeat it every 90 days, building success upon success. So what are you waiting for? We cannot wait to have you join us for the Life Balance Method. You can get started using the link down below or go to yourliferocks.com/Life Balance Method to learn more. Let's talk about what to expect next. Now, while you can sign up for the Life Balance Method at any time, we are going to be going through it live starting on January 9th. So now is the perfect time to sign up and select your planner. You'll then enter what we call your prep week. And this is a great opportunity for you to take the overview lesson and the goal setting lessons inside the Life Balance Method course. Now you'll also have access to Life Balance memberships so you can have time to explore all of the resources available to you inside of there. This is also a great time to join the Life Balance community and schedule your weekly check-ins and when you plan on taking your weekly course. Now let's go back and look at your goals for the next 90 days. Think about how awesome the next 90 days are going to be. Not only are you going to be learning new skills, you will be growing in all 8 areas of life. What benefits do you think you're going to get from this journey? Think about the positive effects it's going to have on your kids, your husband, and others in your life. You know, it takes courage to hope for something better and to step out and take action to reach your goals. I'm so honored that you've joined me for this workshop, and I look forward to helping you on your journey of the next 90 days. Oh, by the way, I'm linking to this page, the playlist for our weekly success planning. Now, this is one system that truly every working mom needs, and we have a whole playlist dedicated to this completely for free. So I hope that you check it out, and you can get the full free weekly success planning course by going to weeklysuccessplanning.com. So until next time, keep building a life that rocks. Bye.